live.
Perfect. Welcome to Dirty Fanatics.
Falcon fans, Falcon Nation, your Atlanta Falcons get the W today in the Benz. As always, I am your co-host, or actually your host here at DFU, followed by my co-host, my guy to the right on your screen, Robert, a.k.a. Mega Biff, is here to talk Falcon football. Cody Big Penix, I said Penix, not penis, Energy Zero is here to talk Falcon football. And my guy, Avitz Claus, is here in the chat. Falcon fans, hit the like button, leave a comment. We have a banger coming at you today. Your Atlanta Falcons take the W. Before we get too far into the football talk, Robert, what's going on, my guy? How you doing? The Falcons with their first dominant win of the season. Robert, how are we feeling after that?
Feels good. It's been a long time coming. Been what, 2 or 3 years since we've had a game where we can just like sit back in the fourth quarter and not be stressing.
Literally last year, same game against the Colts. I was there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was like a 29-10 win over the Colts, and
today just was different.
Yeah, and you could tell there's a different energy with the new quarterback. Just hope that we can keep this momentum going the last 2 games, and that the Bucs slip up a couple of times.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Cody, Mr. Robert there obviously giving you the facts of today's game, and Philip chimed in as well. Today was just different in Atlanta. The vibes were different. Cody, you were in the stadium. You felt it from the beginning that you walked in the door. The Benz was throbbing for Michael Penix Jr. Cody, what's going on, man? Philip's got a dirty mind, Falcon fans. Cody, how do you feel, man, after getting to watch, your future here in Atlanta? Cody, you were in the building for his first ever NFL debut. Cody, it's something special because this could be a guy, Cody, that really takes your team deep into the playoffs. Maybe not this year, but possibly in the future. Penix could be the guy.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it was pretty cool to see, before Penix, came out, they had a moment there at Mercedes-Benz that showed him and Kirk Cousins in the tunnel talking to each other. So all this talk about Kirk being a diva and all this stuff in behind, it doesn't feel like that. So shout out to Kirk Cousins for being a man and guiding that rookie. But it was electric when he came out of the tunnel. Everybody stands up and claps and is pretty happy. Kirk Cousins
even I'm sorry to interrupt you, but even Penix running onto the field for his first drive, me at the house can hear it through the TV. The fans are going crazy for Penix. Just him walking out on the field, fixing to do his first drive. That's why I was like, this is special. Like this is about to be like nice. Like we get to see our rookie, our number 8 pick, take action here in Atlanta. And Cody, I must say the kid looked phenomenal.
He did look really good, and I think one of the things I absolutely loved at the first play of the game, play action with Michael Penix.
Right.
And it just looked good. The kid, I tell you what, watching the zip on the ball all day long, I mean, it was great. And it just, where Kirk wasn't healthy and isn't healthy right now, you can tell.
Penix exposed it. Penix exposed it today.
And you could tell that there was a much difference. There was a different attitude with the offense. There was a different attitude with,
play style.
Absolutely. And I think it really did open up the playbook. But, I still irritate me a little bit that, we only saw one play where Bijan and Tyler on the field at the same time, because I'm thinking, man, you throw Penix out there, you throw Tyler out there, you throw Bijan out there, you've got Drake out there, Mooney out there. It's just like pick your poison at that point. But that's something that we still got to figure out. But man, it was electric in the bins. And let me tell you guys, for the first time in the longest time, it was nice after the Jesse Bates pick six that we just cruised.
Yep.
And it was
right onto
it was
a big dub. Philip, Cody, Robert, we've talked about it all season, bro. We've talked about it all season about when could you get that final game, like when could you have that blowout game? And today they did it with the rookie coming off his first preseason debut. Philip, I think that's huge for Michael Penix. Not only the guy already has high confidence as a quarterback in the NFL. Just listening to his interview, he has all the right answers to every question. So, Philip, Michael Penix Jr. today getting the W initially, a 34-7 dub in Atlanta. Fans are going crazy. Seats will be full if we beat the Commanders Sunday night back in Atlanta, Carolina, to finish off the season. Philip, how big was it today? This performance from Michael Penix, man. How are we feeling about it, man? Like how are you feeling about your team right now? You're 8-7. You haven't won 8 games in forever. And forever it feels. And now you are officially an 8-7 team. Raheem Morris in his first year. Philip, how are we feeling? Talk to me.
I'm feeling great. This is something Smith couldn't do that Raheem has done in one season already. And it's not even just that. Today just makes it even more special because this is 7 games in a row it's special to me because this is always the game that I always look forward to every year, like the most. It's because it's close to my birthday. This is in my opinion, an early gift to me from the team. It's always a win, and it's the 7th game in a row that it's happened. And what makes it even more special is today it was also in the throwbacks, but also we got to see what Michael Penix is, and he played outstanding to me. We're not even going to count the interception. He has no interceptions. That is not on him.
I agree with you. That interception, we're going to speak on that interception.
But we'll talk about that later. But just overall aspect of the team, I'm feeling good right now. We're 8-7. We're waiting in just maybe a good couple 10 minutes to see what the game decides. If we take back this decision,
it holds a lot, Philip. It holds a lot.
It decides on that. This is big for us. I don't want to
say
it, but we have to rely on the Cowboys, and I will say they're playing some good football. That I'm feeling confident, though.
Listen, Baker Mayfield and that offense is bound to stop rolling hot. It happens every year with that same scheme. Every year, Baker gets hot at a certain time, and then it fizzles out. He lost first round a couple of years back in the playoffs. It's not what they think it is in Tampa, and we have to. This is the fun part about it because if you do your job, if you win every game here on out, you beat Washington. Washington lose one more game. All we need is Washington to lose one more game if we win Sunday night. And you're in a wild card spot, even if you don't win the NFC South. So the Falcons still have 2 pathways to get to the playoffs, but that starts with winning every single Sunday. That's 2 more Sundays to go, Falcon fans. It's very doable. The people on NFL Network talked about it today. The Commanders have struggled. They struggled today against the backup Kenny Pickett. Even with 5 interceptions from Jaden Daniels, the Eagles still somehow gave this game away with a Devontae Smith drop pass in the fourth quarter to end the game. It ends the game if Devontae Smith catches this ball, possibly even a touchdown for the Eagles. So this game is very winnable next Sunday. I bring the Eagles up because the Falcons beat the Eagles with the Kirk Cousins in a very close game. Yes,
and by a drop pass.
Week 2, but it is very, very big for the Falcons to go out Sunday and beat Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. And I think you can do that if you stick true to the plan, if you let Penix throw the ball. There was a lot of times, even when we got the fumble right before halftime, you got the fumble. You got the fumble on the 50-yard line. There for a while, I personally thought the Falcons were playing for a field goal because not once to me did I think that they were really trying to drop the 7 until right there towards the end when the time starts to get close, time starts to get really, really tight. And then you try to go for it, and it just doesn't pan out because you've wasted those drives with handoffs. Let Penix cook. Let Penix be the guy that you drafted him to be. I know it's game 1. You don't want to ask too much of the rookie, and that may had a lot to do with the planning. You want to get points. You get the points on the board. You win the game. And initially, that was what happened today in Atlanta. Smart coaching, smart decision to make it on defense. And guys, shout out to the defense because that's 14 points today by your defense. Shout out
along
to the
with 3 or 4 sacks today, like we said earlier.
Arnold Ebiketie Arnold Ebiketie, Cody, we talked about it Friday night. Me and you talked about it on the podcast. That was going to be a guy that could be a problem here for the Giants.
Said it earlier.
It was exactly who it was. You look at D'Angelo Malone getting more pressure today. He didn't get the sack, but he had the pressure. Caden Ellis having MVP season. Caden Ellis is the MVP this year, Falcon fans. Jesse Bates with the interception could have had 2 today, but he comes away with 1. The one in the red zone would have prevented their only touchdown today, which would have been crazy because if you could have had a straight blowout today with the rookie quarterback, Falcon fans, just even with a 34-7 win, imagine the momentum this team has taken to train it, to practice, and to bring Sunday night to deliver your Falcon fans another W. Falcon fans, you got to be excited about it. Hit that like button, leave a comment. Sterling Woods in the chat says, I'm not saying anything against Kurt, but this team shows some energy out there today in support of Penix. It's time for Pitts to go. That is the segment of itself tonight, Sterling Woods. Penix or Pitts, that's a whole segment for tonight, Sterling, so stick around for that. Mama in the chat, she says, DFU, happy Sunday, guys. Great win today. It definitely was a great team win. You had all 3 aspects, special teams. Shout out to Riley Patterson. He missed 1, but he was solid throughout the rest of the game. Riley Patterson filling in nice for Koo as Koo he gets back on the field.
I will say he does love kicking to the left.
Right to the pole. Right to
but
the fucking pole.
The last one he kicked,
it's like he's missing every time.
I will admit, and I'll admit that on my own word, the last one he did kick was straight down the middle.
So, and it may just take time to get used to the whole. Right. It's a live action. Riley Patterson has rode on a free agency list his whole season. This whole season, Riley Patterson does not kick the field goal. So Riley Patterson, his first game, he's 3 for 4. Can't complain with that. First game, you filled in nice. You're a backup. Koo gets healthy. You have a guy that can make 53-yard field goals. So I'm excited for what could happen with Riley Patterson, whether he's released after Koo's healthy. But you have a guy now that, if it comes down to it, we can pull that trigger at 50 yards and we don't have to punt because Koo's initially hurt and Raheem's pressuring him to play. So that's something to watch there as well. You had, as well as, you talk about the defense. We could talk about the defense all night, but the offense as well. And Penix talked about it. You kept him clean today. He shouted out his O-line. He was like, shout out to the O-line for keeping us clean. And these words I'm stealing from Penix because he's the one that said this was a team win. This was a 3-aspect win: offense, defense, and special teams.
100%.
Robert, we'll come to you and then we'll rotate to Cody and Phillip. Just your thoughts on the game as a whole. All 3 aspects playing together. How do you feel about maybe this team in the first year with new head coach, new offense coordinator, new DC? Is this team finally starting to gel here in the last few weeks of the season? Is this team finally pulling it together to who they're supposed to be?
I think so. I think that, with a younger mobile quarterback, maybe Zach Robinson's scheme will work a little better. We did see a lot of pistol formation today. And of course, one thing that I really liked was, the kind of like the bootleg play action. It almost got him sacked a couple of times, but he had the confidence and the poise to execute. That's what I really liked. This kid's going to be dynamic. I think that, he's going to take the next step. And kudos to Jimmy Lake. He's finally figured out how to get this defense going in the right direction. They're bringing the pressure now. They're getting turnovers, scoring points. And, of course, special teams. Kadero Hodge has just been on a different level the last 2 weeks. Riley Patterson's first field goal was a miss, but, he hasn't kicked in over a year or close to it. We'll give him that one. But, he came through when it mattered. Just got to stay focused and, stay charged up. Next 2 games are winnable. We just hope the Bucs can slip up.
Robert. It's just like your quarterback said, Robert. You take it as one game at a time. You're 1-0 right now.
Right.
You're 1-0. And for Penix's, for Penix, he is 1-0. So it's exciting to see how this young rookie can take us into Sunday night in primetime against another young rookie that's played phenomenal this season. Shout out to Anthony Suvini in the chat with what's good, fellas. Rise up, Falcons family. Great win today. Shout out to Anthony Suvini, a diehard Falcon fan. Much love to you, brother. Cassie Keeler is in the chat. She says, great game today. It never felt like a challenge. Wonderful start for Penix. Everything was great except for Kyle. Bleep you, Kyle. Cassie, I have something for you. This is in honors of Cody. Definitely bleep you, Kyle. Bleep you, Kyle, from Cody himself. Falcon fans, hit that like button. Cody, this question goes to you, brother. The overall talent today of what you've seen on the field from the offense to defense to special teams, how did you feel as a whole? First year jitters, it happens with every team. You've seen it in 2015 with the Falcons. They take the team to the Super Bowl in 2016. So you look at this team now, and you look at this team is still, at this time of the season, this team has still kept their name in playoff contention. Every time this season that you've seen that playoff board come up on NFL Network, the Falcons logo has been on that playoff picture all season long. No matter when we were 6-3, when we were 6-6, or 7-7, whatever it may be, the Falcons were on that board. So Cody, is the Falcons team finally gelling together in this new offensive coordinator scheme, this new DC, this special teams is still the same, but you have a new head coach that is now redeeming himself in Atlanta to continue being that head coach. But I see personally Raheem is safe. Falcon fans are calling for it on Twitter. If you don't make playoffs, you fire Raheem, blah, blah, blah. I call Raheem safe for at least another year. I call him safe. So that's out of aspect. I'm not even going in that direction, Cody, but I'm saying, how do you feel about this team as a whole right now with 2 games remaining, must-win games? Is it possible after today's performance that they carry this over Sunday night against the Washington Commanders?
Yeah, absolutely it is. I was saying, I definitely think Raheem is safe for, for at least next year. I was saying now, had he had dropped today's game or had he had dropped the one against the Raiders and it had knocked us out of playoff contention, maybe. But after these last 2 wins, keeps you in playoff contention. If the Bucks lose, we're back in first place. And that's all that matters. Yeah, that's all that matters. I don't care if you get it. This is not college football. It doesn't. Style points don't matter here. Just win and get in. Yep. But this team is definitely starting to figure it out. I think Jimmy Lake has absolutely figured out how to use his defensive players better. I think it showed in Caden Ellis's play. Caden Ellis is a problem, man. He is an absolute problem. Absolutely. He only had 7 tackles a day. It was shocking, but it was because it was a complete team effort.
He was on every play, Cody. Every play, absolutely. every pressure. Caden Ellis was there, whether it be Judon with the pick 6 or pressure with AK making the sack. Caden Ellis had an effect of every single situation today with the quarterback pressure.
Absolutely, and I think it's good to see. So I would still like to see Zach Robinson make that next step with the offense because it looked a lot better today. Don't get me wrong. I think Zach. There's still times, Cody, and we talked about it in the group chat during the game. They're like in the red zone. Like if you take away the 14 points from the Falcons at the time, it was you've only scored 20 points to their 7, which is totally fine. Like you said, win the game by 1 point. We don't care. But if you take away the 14 points, you win the game by 20-7. That's your score. That's your final in Atlanta. So you're exactly right. The red zone situation, we've got to find creative plays for Michael Penix because Coach Robert Phillip, y'all can agree or to disagree, but there were times in the red zone where I could see the defense didn't know what was going to happen. If Penix was going to keep it and roll out, or if Penix was going to do a play action, or if Bijan, the beast, was going to run another one up the middle on them. So you have to find a way to get it going in the red zone. Every red zone, like Penix said, our team strives for first downs. We look for first downs. So if there was a drive that we went 3 and out, that's a disappointment. That is not how we play football. So, your own quarterback, your rookie quarterback is stating this. The Falcons have got to be better in the red zone. And Cody, you're hitting the nail on the head because you're exactly right. You have a 6'5" Kyle Pitts. You have a Drake London, and the pass to Drake London in the end zone that was incomplete. The QB also owns up to that. He said, maybe I should have thrown it a little higher. Drake's a big body receiver. He can go up and get it. Now I know, get that ball a little higher, and Drake's coming down with it. So Falcon fans are looking at the interception and no touchdowns, but you have to look at the fact of how poised this quarterback was as a rookie, comfortable in the pocket, looking off defenders, looking off linebackers, like the pass to Mooney down the middle for 20 yards. He looks the linebacker to the right the whole entire play, and then boom, Mooney right down the middle. Like completely drew that linebacker to that side of the field. Michael Penix Jr. is playing better in football right now when it comes to scheming and when it comes to looking at his progression and his reads. Cody, would you agree or disagree? No, you're absolutely right. He played like you and I talked about on Friday night. I told you that I thought the sweet spot for, I told you that the perfect game for Penix today was going to be anywhere between 25 to 30 yards. He went, with 27. And I told you I'd be thrilled with 195, 200 yards passing, which was almost on the dot. Mm-hmm. He looked phenomenal. And like I say, I believe, this is the difference between having a healthy quarterback and having a not healthy quarterback. When you can open up your playbook. And I think that's one of those things is, he looked, the moment didn't seem too big for him. Now, I definitely want to see him play against, a playoff team. I would like to see
Yep.
what it looks like against, not the second, probably if it's not the Raiders, it's definitely the Giants, being the worst team in the NFL. But
Jacksonville.
I definitely want to see what he looks like next week.
Even the completion number, Cody, that could be even
Yes.
higher because our receivers dropped at least 3 to 4 passes today
Yep.
that were critical. Even the interception where Kyle Pitts drops it in the end zone and it's bounced up to a defender. So, I mean, if you look at the completion rate, he's already got I think it was a 75. Let me look. I screenshotted this. He has a 73.4 passing rating after today's game. So if you put 4 more completions on that board, you're looking at a guy with almost over an 80% completion ratio. So Michael Penix, man, playing great ball, 202 passing yards, 1 interception. Didn't quite get the touchdown, but why not do it on the big stage Sunday night in Washington? Let's hear a word from our quarterback, QB1, our guy, Michael Penix Jr. here in his first ever press conference after a W.
Now you're going to have your first Sunday night football start coming up. Just your thoughts on playing in Washington, playing on Sunday night, playing in a must-win type of situation.
Yeah, man. Like I said, just take it one day at a time. I always live by that want-to-know mindset. Just going one day at a time. So each and every day I practice, just make sure that I'm preparing and make sure that whenever game time do come, we're 100% ready and we got everything down and we feel good about the game plan and just go out there and execute. That's what it's gonna come down to. It's execution. It's a must-win game, but that's how we're looking at it. We're looking at it. It's just the next game, and we gotta win each and every game, and that's our mentality going in each and every week. So
Love it.
You look like you were totally composed out there. Were you as composed as you looked?
yeah, man, I was, man. I'm just blessed, I just, like I said, like before the game, I just let God take over. I know that, I'm here for a reason. I worked extremely hard to get to this position, and I just had to go out there and execute, and we executed it to get a win today. So big credit to the defense as well, like I said. So it's great.
I think about that one play in the second quarter where you were about to be sacked, and you kind of got rid of the ball without getting an intentional grounding call on it. Talk about that, about how it's just like you've been there before in that type of situation.
I mean, I've played a lot of football, so I've been in a lot of situations before. I thought I should have broke that tackle. I should have got out of it, but he had me, and he was about to tackle me, and I saw Drake, and I knew I could throw it at his feet to save some yards. So that's what I did.
Michael, were there any moments of nervousness coming out? I mean, for the first NFL start, I mean, you said you looked incredibly composed, like it was just another day. I've been doing this for 15 years, but were there any moments you had to kind of catch yourself
Slobbering
or revel in it a little bit, or prevent yourself from reveling in the moment a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, you do feel that stuff, but once you hit the field, once I hit the field, it goes away. It's the game I've been playing since I was 5 years old, and obviously it's different. It's at a higher level, but it's the same game. I just got to go out there and execute. So once we hit the field, I was good. So.
Michael, you said earlier this week that you would be nervous during the running out to the field portion of the game, and once you got out there, you'd be good. Did you nail that part? You got it?
Yeah.
You good?
Exactly what I'm talking about. Yep. I was good once I hit the field. So.
You hadn't thrown to the starters a ton, in practice this season. What is that chemistry building process like, and how will that continue to evolve?
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of reps. That's the biggest thing. Just getting those reps in practice, as many live reps as we can. And we did a lot of reps this past weekend. And we're going to continue to grow. So what you saw there today, a couple missed throws, stuff like that, it's only going to get better. So as we continue to work, continue to get more comfortable with that connection, especially I think about one to Drake today. He's a big receiver. I threw a fade to him. I just got to know I got to get that ball up higher, and he's going to make that play. But like I said, it's just more reps we get, the more comfortable we're going to be with it, and game time we're going to show it. So.
Raheem said that when he was in here, that one of the things that he liked the most about your game today was how you were able to verbalize some of the maybe things you didn't do perfectly coming off the field. What were some of those things that you said you need to clean up?
Yeah, man, just some of the reasons, just processing stuff. I know at the end of the half, making that throw to Kyle Pitts, just trusting my guy to make a play. But at the same time, just understanding the situation and stuff like that. How much time is on the clock, no timeouts. Just make sure I'm making that right decision. But knowing that next play we got to go spike the ball, and we probably have 6-7 seconds. So just stuff like that. Just evaluating some of that stuff, going over it. That'll come. As we continue to keep going throughout these weeks, as we continue to make have those talks and stuff like that. But just small stuff like that. And for me and this team, I know we want to get first downs, each and every drive. So if we had a 3-and-out today, it's like that's unacceptable. We gotta move the ball and give our defense great field position if we don't get an end zone. So.
Michael, when we spoke back in April, you said that you felt you had a lot of unique things within your skill set, unique talents, particularly your arm talent. You said was different than other people. How do you feel like that is, and how do you feel like that shined through today?
Yeah, I just trust in it. I trust in it. I trust in my reads. I trust in my preparation. So whenever I go out there, I'm able to play fast and make those throws on time, on rhythm, anticipating and stuff like that. But I like you said, man, I feel like I trust my arm because of the reps that I have. I see it each and every day throughout practice. I'm making those throws. Those guys are making those plays. Offensive line keep me protected. So when it comes to game day, it's just another day for us. So I just trust in myself. Trust in myself. Trust that God will guide me in the right direction. So.
Shout out to the young rookie Michael Penix Jr. for his ever debut in Atlanta. Round of applause for Michael Penix, man. Gotta give the kid a clap for that. Came in, did his job, got the W. Wasn't flawless, but like I said, he's a rookie, and we must give him time, Falcon fans. It will be better, as he said. It will be nothing but better as Falcons get further on into this 2-game stretch and possibly a playoff run here in Atlanta. Falcons officially, win the game today, 34-7. Christmas holiday gift from the Atlanta Falcons themselves. Shout out to the present. And another early birthday present for Philip and people here at DFU. The NFC South, the New Orleans Saints is officially eliminated. Who dat is not that. Shout out to
Who dat. Blue dat.
Fans, hit that like button, leave a comment, and Falcon fans, tag a Falcon friend on Facebook in the comment section or YouTube. Tag a Falcon friend, get them here in the live, have them subscribe, and you will be entered for the chance to win a new pair of Apple AirPod Pros in courtesy of our guy right below me, Cody Keeler. Shout out to him for that. And we have only one entrant so far, Carlos Wiggins. So Carlos Wiggins, so far, sir, you are the winner of the Apple AirPod Pros. So Falcon fans, get in here, comment Falcon friends, and have them subscribe to the channel, and you will be entered for the chance to win.
I do have breaking news. It is told to just now, I've been watching, Dallas is eliminated from the playoffs. They have nothing to lose tonight at all.
Right. So
Tampa has everything to lose tonight.
Yep.
Dallas, when a team has nothing to lose, or anybody at all has nothing to lose, they are scary. Let's just put that out there. Along with the next two teams that Tampa plays, they are already been eliminated. They have nothing to lose.
Yep. Let's look at stat-wise here for the Falcons recap of the Giants game today. Michael Penix Jr., 18 for 27, 202 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, even though he had one. Bijan Robinson almost broke my hot take, Philip. 22 carries for 94 yards. That man is a bad dude for 2 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. Tyler Algier, 11 carries for 22, only averaging 2 yards a carry. Wasn't too great of a day for Tyler today. There towards the end, he started coming on. Ray McLeod, 1 catch for 8 yards on the nice screen. The screens even look better today, guys. The screens look good because the guy had the ball coming out faster, and Penix looked down the field like it wasn't even a screen. So, I mean,
I was going to say, you know what I really liked about today's offense? Did y'all notice how much motion Bijan had back there?
Yep.
They were moving Bijan around, and I really enjoyed watching that.
Him, Ray.
Another
Mooney.
guy, Philip, another guy that we talked about before the show, 5 reception yards, 82 yards, 16.4 average. Darnell Mooney, the guy that said it was kind of iffy to catch from a left-handed quarterback, has the best game out of the receivers today. 5 receptions for Drake London for 59 yards. He ate today. Also, Drake London is healthy. It was a precautionary reasoning for them to sit Drake today with his hamstring injury. Want to keep him safe for this deep stretch. Ray McLeod, 3 for 19. Shout out to Ray. He had a pretty nice game. Chris Blair with the 1 reception for 17 yards. Chris Blair came up big time on the 3rd down. And I love how Penix put the ball behind him because he had a guy he would have ran slap into if Penix don't put the ball behind him. So another great target for Michael Penix. Phillip's throwing up the hands. Phillip, the Dallas
3-0. Tampa, or not Tampa, but Dallas.
Good. I was about to say
that was a deep. That was a deep kick. That was a very deep kick.
Bijan Robinson in receptions, 2 for 9 4.5 average. Tyler Algier 1 for 9 for 9 yards. Kyle Pitts 1 for 7 for 7 yards, and we're going to give that interception to Kyle Pitts as well. Charlie Warner 0 for 0. JD Bertrand with the leading sack tackle today, 3 for 1 assist.
He was a stud today.
D. Alford started off slow, but started to come on hot towards the end of the game. D. Alford with 3 tackles, 1 assist. Caden Ellis, 2 tackles, 5 assists with 1 sack. Mike Hughes, 2 for 4. Evan Katie, 2 for 3 with a sack. Justin Simmons, 2 for 1. Anamata, 2 for 1. AJ Terrell, 2 for 0. Jesse Bates, 1 for 1 with an interception. Condavia Street with a tackle. Judon with the pick 6. 1 tackle, 1 interception. And then, so that pretty much gives you your stat line for the Atlanta Falcons today on offense. Let's look at a team stat. If you go with total yards, the Atlanta Falcons outdo the Giants 329 to their 234. Passing yards, we have 202 to their 189. Rushing yards, we have 127 to their 45. Defense shutting down the run game the last few weeks. Looking really nice in the run game the last few weeks. First downs, they had 14 to our 22. Guys, this is a stat line that we talked about a lot with Kirk Cousins. And it's upgraded today, guys. Third down efficiency. The Atlanta Falcons went 8 for 14. 8 first downs on third downs. That is a nice number out of 14. The third down efficiency for the Giants, only 3 for 9. The Falcons, the Giants are also 0-1 on fourth downs. We did not have to do a fourth down today. The total plays, they had 55 to our 65. They allowed 3 sacks today for the Giants. We allowed 0. They punted 5 times. We punted twice. Penalties, this is a big factor. The Giants had 10 penalties for 85 yards. The Falcons had 3 for 30 yards. Shout out to the Falcons for playing clean football today. The Giants had 1 fumble loss. We had 0. The Giants had 2 interceptions. We had 1, obviously, from Kyle Pitts. Time of possession, this is a big one. Giants, 25.32. Falcons, 34.28. The Falcons had the ball damn near the whole game. After halftime, the Falcons owned possession of the ball. Falcon fans, you've got to be excited about what could happen here in Atlanta. The comment section is going off. Let's head to the comments real quick, and then we're going to go to our last segment of tonight, Kyle Pitts. Let's see here. Anthony Subini said, defense definitely did their thing today. Jesse Bates with the pick 6 completely turned the game around. After that, we took off and cut the Giants' throats. Absolutely.
I about passed out after that. I was celebrating so hard, bro. I got lightheaded. I sat back down on the couch. I said, I told y'all they would hear me from the house today.
Philip, I told you, Philip, that Jesse Bates would have a day, and that, sir, he did. He had a day. That was a hot take that hit.
We were really right about a lot of things today. Me about Mooney having a day. Jesse Bates. Bijan.
Falcons played a whole around game today, man. The Sports Nut says, "What's good, fellas?" Shout out to the Sports Nuts. He says, "We had 10 points left off the board. The missed field goal and Pitts." Well. Yeah, but none of that was on the rookie, so I'm cool with what happened today in Atlanta. The Sports Nut says, get rid of Pitts, one of the biggest busts. Like I said, Jamarcus Russell. Shit. Washington, the most consistent, inconsistent team. That's exactly right. The Washington Commanders are winning games by the skin of their teeth, so the Falcons can definitely win that game. Millie Mills in the chat. Go ahead, Philip.
They only lost because Jalen Hurts got out with a concussion. If he was in there, that they were just, whether the defense let them score points or not, Jalen Hurts is going to score points to double that, what they already had. Right. So it doesn't matter. Absolutely. But we're just going to put that out there.
My guy Millie Mills in the chat said, DFU, what's up, fellas? We finally got a quarterback, boys. Yes, sir. All he needs is time now. The jitters are out. Shout out to Millie Mills in the chat. Falcon fans, if you're watching this, man, hit a like button before you leave out tonight. Hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Sterling Woods with the hashtag DFU. Falcon fans, hit that like button, subscribe, comment. Robert, question goes to you. We'll rotate around the table. Who gets the game ball today on offense? Who gets the game ball today on defense?
Game ball on the offense has got to go to the rookie. He showed amazing poise. He looked like a seasoned veteran out there, made great decisions, didn't force anything. The one time that they really got to him, he was going down for the sack. I mean, he just muscled his way out of that and was able to get the ball out. Just the future's bright with this kid. And on the defense, I got to give it to Matthew Judon. He had a pick 6 and a sack and, just finally looked like the player that we were hoping he would be all season long.
Yep.
But it was good to see him have a game and just a good solid win all the way around.
Absolutely. Cody, You know the topic. You know the subject. Who is your game ball for offense and defense?
Game ball offense. I'll go a different direction. I think Penix deserves it, but I'm going to give it to Bijan Robinson. Just a hell of a performance again today. You know, just right around 100 yards and 2 touchdowns again. I would say so. You can't beat that. My game ball for defense, and it's not going to change as long as he continues doing what he's doing, is Caden Ellis.
Yes, sir.
Caden Ellis is a problem for everybody. So way to go, 55. I would say
Yes,
I hope he's a Falcon for a long time.
Yes, sir.
He's been
Absolutely.
a dog for sure.
Philip, game ball, brother. Who you got?
I'm gonna go a different
I know
route.
I know who you going on offense.
Who?
Starts with a D, ends with a M.
Yeah, we go a little different route. You know, I gotta go with
Okay.
my boy, Darnell Mooney.
That's what I'm saying. Starts with a D. His last name starts with an N. Yeah, Darnell Mooney. I knew that's
you
where you
already
was
know.
going.
You already know, man. I love my receivers. I'm going with Darnell Mooney. You know, just the play he done today. You know, it's a little hard to catch from a left-handed quarterback. Yeah, get that cap out of here, buddy. We knew what you was doing. We know what you was doing. You can't fool me. But hey,
Smoke screen, huh?
exactly. And then on the defense, I'm gonna go with a man nobody has mentioned yet, and that's gonna be AJ Terrell. Nobody targeted his way much today, and much as they have in the past 3 or 4 weeks. He's been solid. In a way, he's been locked down. Only had like 4 or 5 passes in the last 4 weeks that's been thrown on him, but for very few yards. So I'm gonna give it to AJ. I got to stick with the gloves right here, baby.
Philip with the AJ Terrell and the Darnell Mooney. My guy Robert with the Michael Penix and the who'd you say on defense, Robert?
Matthew Judon.
Matthew Judon. My guy Cody with the Bijan Robinson and the Caden Ellis. I'm going to go a different route so we can all have different game balls. I'm going game ball on the offense side of the ball. Let's go with
Kyle Pitts.
Shit. Philip took my Darnell Mooney. I really was going to give it to Darnell.
A good one is the offensive line.
Offensive line did their job. I will say O-line. But I'll go with Drake London making third down catches today when it mattered.
Mm-hmm.
Drake London
Huge
making
chunks.
big contested catches. The chemistry there is growing, guys, and I can't wait to see what it turns into. Defense, I'm going with my guy, Arnold Ebiketie, the sack master, the doctor, Arnold Ebiketie, showing up
go
here.
with Jesse Bates.
Jesse Bates, another one with the pick 6. Falcons played all around football today, guys. And Zach Harrison, another one with the chip punt, the pressure that Zach Harrison brings as well. Zach Harrison's looking nice in this defense now. It's finally gelling together, guys. It's finally looking like a team that's finding the scheme, finally figuring out how to play this defense, finally learning how to play in Atlanta-style football, finding that identity. Sterling Woods in the chat said, "Philip, wear that do-rag."
But, man, I texted Chase earlier. I said, damn, I forgot to buy it. I got to get it, man. I got to get it.
Somebody else that needs a little bit of recognition is D. Alford, man.
Yeah.
Jesse Bates talked about it was D on that pick 6 that it was D. Alford who checked him into that area that allowed him to catch that ball and take it to the house. So D's, he had that really bad game against was it San Diego where he kept slipping on the ground, or was no
Minnesota
where he kept falling down?
4 touchdowns on him, but hey,
But
he had one
last
play
couple
today
weeks-
that was on him, but after that, he just he had
he
good
handled his
coverage
business.
after that. So shout out to you, D.
Yep.
I like you, man. So you know what I mean.
Falcon fans, this next topic comes to you specific.
Turnover on downs, bro. Turnover on downs. I'm sorry, bro.
Hit him with
Come
a
on,
dab.
Kyle.
This next topic comes to you directed by my guy Cody Keeler. Cody, take it away. Fuck you, Kyle Pitts.
I'll say, okay, yeah, we're gonna start here. First off, fuck you, cat. Dude, I am so sick of this dude's shit. I kid you not. At the game today, from where I was standing watching this game, that Kyle Pitts interception looked like he threw the ball on purpose. And my first thought was, is he?
The video I sent you.
I don't know. To me, it looked like he was trying to forward lateral the ball to the guy in the corner.
Falcon fans, real quick, Cody, this is important. We have another sub here. My guy Sterling Woods with the proof of the sub. He is now entered for the chance to win the Apple AirPod Pro. Sterling Woods and Carlos Wiggins is our 2. Shout out to Sterling Woods, new sub. Welcome to the chat.
Yes,
DFU Alyssa Woods. Shout out for joining joining DFU. Philip,
Yes.
continue on there, Cody.
Yeah, no, this Kyle Pitts experiment's over for me. I'm so sick and tired. When that happened, I laid I think there was probably 3 words in the text that I sent to the group chat. One, and fuck was the number 1 word used probably
No.
15 times.
that had me rolling, bro. I ain't
Dude.
gonna lie to you.
I that was the only thing. Like, if you want to talk about what went right and what went wrong, like the only wrong that I had today was Kyle fucking Pitts. Again, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he wants out of Atlanta that bad. I don't know if he thinks I don't know at this point. I am so over this Kyle Pitts thing. So you know what? No disrespect to the Gator fans that are watching, but he's a bum ass, trash ass, Florida Gator, never gonna be the unicorn. He can take his unicorn
I'm gonna be
ass and
real.
he can go fuck off somewhere else.
I'm gonna be
Because
real.
this is so over and so ridiculous for
I'm
me.
gonna be real. My friend that is a huge Georgia fan pointed this out, and I went back and researched it. He only had one really, really, really great season at Florida,
Mhm.
and it was his last year with Florida. You know, it was the year they beat the Dogs the way they did. Georgia Florida game, and it was just that. Really, from there on, that was his big season.
Yeah.
But other than that, he really didn't have a whole lot.
I don't get it. Like, okay, fine. Let's say for argument's sake, you want out. Go to your coach and tell you, hey, just sit me down. Don't hurt the football team. I don't know.
So
because
in a summary, Cody, sum it up for me. What is Kyle Pitts? Give me a word.
Julio
One word.
Jones.
One word. Give me Kyle Pitts. One word.
Quintor's.
bust. Absolute bust.
My fault. I should have said that.
Shit. Philip, your thoughts on Kyle Pitts. This segment is brought to you by Cody Keeler. Philip, your thoughts on Kyle Pitts.
He reminds me of Julio, bro. He just
Towards the end of the career, ready to go.
yes. It's not prime Julio. Prime Julio gave his all, but then he just, I don't know. It just, in a way, I'm not, I don't know. Kyle Pitts just seems like he's just not there fully. That comment, I just work here.
Yeah,
that doesn't seem like you're excited for your
Yeah.
rookie to come in. Like
at all.
to me, I'm gonna hype my guy up the best I can and say I'm excited for him, just because it isn't the guy that I've been kind of brought here too. I'm not gonna just throw shade at somebody else. This is my teammate. I'm gonna be
All I
down
know
for
is
him.
when he gets out of here, if there's a way that I can volunteer to help him pack his shit, get out of here faster, I'm helping.
Golly.
Can I come with you?
If
Philip
I
runs a U-Haul business up in Atlanta. He can get a truck over there tomorrow if that's
I
possible.
got you, man.
So let's get
Listen,
there
I'll
one
be in your
tonight.
city.
not even tomorrow. He doesn't even need to be here tomorrow. He can go tonight.
Listen,
it's
Cody,
Because
tough.
this is
It's
let's
tough
I mean
when you
let's
look
look
at
at
the Pitt
this. Let's
situation.
look at this too, because if this is what you're trying to put on tape, like I mean, this is Kyle screwing Kyle too. Because at the end of this year, if he's a Falcon, I'm gonna lose my shit.
The only way Kyle Pitts is a Falcon if he takes a cheap deal in Atlanta. That's the only way.
I mean, just
You
like
got-
I told you,
Unless you
I
have
own
a team-
business.
Unless you have a team who's trading for Kyle Pitts right now.
Yeah, first of all, you
Nobody.
can't listen. You can't trade. He's on the end of his contract. Either he signs a new contract or he leaves.
Yeah, but he can be traded out of Atlanta if there's offers. If there's offers, they can boot his ass right on out of Atlanta.
I guess, but you have to do it before that deadline. But
You got a deadline to do it
It's
by.
that's gonna be very slim.
Well,
But
good
people
luck.
they do that. They do that though because teams will give that guy like say Kyle Pitts say, hey, we're not offering you a deal because you were a bust this season. So let's let you test the free agency market. If no team offers a higher bid than what we're allowed to pay you or what we think we want to pay you, then we'll pay you. But if another team allows higher cap salary than us, bye Kyle Pitts. That's how that works.
You're right.
So
I don't know. I've got nothing for this idiot. I've been a Falcon fan since 95, man. I've watched a lot of Falcon football. I have watched a lot of cancer in locker rooms. I have seen it. I've seen a lot. I have never ever seen it like this. Dallas score.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Gonna be 10-0 Dallas, baby.
hey,
Go
keep it
Cowboys.
going. Don't give up. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it
I'll
going.
say, but yeah.
They them
But-
girls, yeah.
But see, this my thing is even for I'm going to take my hatred for Kyle Pitts out of this equation right now. If you're Kyle Pitts and this is what you're putting on film,
Are you sure? Cody, are you sure?
Oh yeah, no. On this, I mean, let's look at this as a professional standpoint for Kyle Pitts.
Cody, are you sure? You send me this picture today.
I did send you the picture. I took the time to cut and edit, and I'm not one of those people. My thing is Kyle, you're putting this on film for other teams because you're damn sure not coming back to Atlanta. At least I pray to God you don't come back to Atlanta. But this is what you're putting out on film for other teams to go, hey, you want to get paid? I don't know who the hell would pay you. I don't. I mean, unless we can trick some, poverty-stricken franchise like the Browns or, somebody.
The Jets. But here's the thing. It's different than like what Kirk Cousins did. Kirk Cousins got paid the way he did because of the way he played for the last 10 years or so. It's different.
Well, and I'm not even upset.
Kyle ain't even really played up to par.
Right. Well, and I'm not even upset that Kirk got paid because Kirk, and Kirk's hurt. Like by no stretch of imagination is Kirk not hurt. There's nothing wrong with Kyle Pitts. It's just lazy.
Exactly. You didn't have 2
I don't know. I don't have.
You're on year 2 of healing.
Yeah.
But you're already healed. There's nothing wrong with you. You're
there's
running,
nothing wrong
normal
with you.
now.
Not a 6
You
foot
look
six
normal.
pussy. God. Thurman Woods in the chat said, "Is this his final year? Trade him, and hopefully we trade for a receiver or a defensive player. Even if
Give
you
me that
trade for
defensive
draft
player.
picks, give me draft picks. I'll take draft picks for Kyle Pitts.
Hell, at this point, I'll take money compensation for Kyle Pitts. I don't care what you do.
Buddy, I'll take a bag of blue Doritos from the Dollar General.
That's I was about to say that. I was like, fucking
Not
get us a
even the
new
red?
trade him for a
Hell
fucking
no, not the red. Give me the blue.
I don't give a shit if you trade him for a new Gatorade cooler at this point. Something. A new ball boy,
Trade
a new
him for
set
me.
of
I'll be in Atlanta. I'll give you my all. Even though I'll
pylon
probably get my
cam,
shit
like
rocked.
upgraded pylon cams. I don't give a shit what you trade this idiot for.
Robert, your thoughts, Kyle Pitts, before we get ready to close out? The guy you drafted, number 8, the highest drafted tight end in history, and now it's year 4, and it's not looking too promising.
Biggest bust.
Well, he made that comment about, I just work here. What work has he done since the second Tampa Bay game?
Oh,
Shit.
What has he done? And the second touchdown he scored in that game, he slowed down at the goal line. And in all honesty, that should have been a fumble and a touchback.
Yep.
It's like I touched on the other night, guys. Fans are paying hard-earned money to come see this team play.
Mm-hmm.
And you are depriving the fans that are paying for the ticket, that are paying for Sunday ticket on YouTube. You're depriving them of what they're paying for. If your heart's not in it, if you don't want to be in Atlanta, as my grandfather used to say, pack your rag and hit the trail. Get the hell out of here.
Oh.
I'm sick of it.
Yep. Get out of here. Get out of Atlanta. I'm with it, Robert. I'm with it 100% because
Well,
I'm
it's
a
not even
I'm
just.
a diehard Kyle Pitts, guys. Like,
Well, see,
I
at
bought
this
the rookie
point,
jersey, and it's just like.
But here's the thing. I have 2, bro, but I don't know. It just ain't hit the same after that rookie season.
It hasn't.
You've noticed, me and you were brothers, bro. You've noticed every game I used to wear the Kyle Pitts. What
That's
what
all
number?
I wore.
What number do I wear now every single game?
Dre London.
Exactly.
dude, I told my wife because I bought my kid a Kyle Pitts jersey, and I told my wife at the game if it wouldn't hurt his feelings, I would have burned that shit on the podcast tonight. I would have taken my fucking computer out there and burned it.
As
for
soon
y'all
as
tonight.
Kyle Pitts is traded from Atlanta, you're gonna get a viral video from DFU of Chase and Cody burning their Kyle Pitts jerseys. Cody's is
I'm
his
in there
son.
with you.
Cody's burning his son's jersey, not me. I'm burning my jersey. Cody's gonna burn his son's jersey.
That's
You heard
right.
it here on the podcast.
Wait a second. What jersey did you get yours?
Yeah, I'll be burning Dalton's jersey as well because Dalton's got a Kyle Pitts. So
Dang.
yeah,
Hey,
it's
hey,
rough.
Hey,
It's
hey,
tough.
We can
It's
get
tough.
him a number. We can get him a number 5, number 7.
No, we're going with the number
9.
9. We're getting
I
number
was
9.
like, or we can get him the number 9. You know,
Yeah, we're going with the number 9. After
we
the day
raising
four-
him. We're raising him to be a good QB the future too. You know what I mean? That's for 2059 up in there, baby. You know what I mean?
But Falcon fans, what I want to say is we feel your pain with Kyle Pitts because we're not all a bunch of Kyle Pitts hater here. We all supported Kyle Pitts throughout this long stretch. We always wanted to see Kyle Pitts do good in Atlanta, and it's like you're not doing good for our team. You don't want to do good for our team. We don't want to do good for you. We don't want to back you. So if you disrespect the logo, disrespect the team, we're going to disrespect you as well. You love to see better play from Kyle Pitts because he is a guy that you took the chance on. You drafted him at number 8. You thought he was going to be the tight end that you drafted him to be.
I'm just saying, if we knew this was
Kyle Pitts was a number 4 pick. Kyle Pitts was a number 4, not number 8.
No.
4.
Oh, it was number 4. But let's just be honest. If we knew this was the type of play style and what energy you were going to give us, I'm just being honest. I'd rather have kept Jonnu.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
He's having a nice season.
Jonnu, in my opinion, still gave more than what Kyle Pitts did even before he got.
He's doing that. He's doing that this year in Miami. He's still outperforming Kyle Pitts in Miami.
Shout out Jonnu Smith, man. I still rock with you. You know, you did good things for us here.
He did. He was a nice receiver.
I was there when you took it to the house against the Vikings last year, man. That was like the 80-yard run from a tight end. So,
can we trade Kyle Pitts for Tony Gonzalez again? I'll take Tony Gonzalez at his age now.
Let's trade Kyle Pitts for the guy that's playing right now on your TV, Michael Parsons. Let's do that.
Well,
that'd be great.
That'd be nice.
Abel's out of Dallas, it seems like, so I'll take it.
Well, if we're looking for another tight end, I mean, the Raiders, they're stupid enough to maybe part ways with Brock Bowers for him.
Oh, hey.
Question is, if you can trade Kirk Cousins, what can you get for Kirk Cousins for one of these teams that need a quarterback?
Package deal. Send
Kirk never know.
You never know.
Let's hear me out, bro.
Because this whole thing that's been
picks.
floating around the internet now about Kirk Cousins being cut before the $10 million bonus, I get it. But if you can make a trade before that date, why not do it? Why not make it happen?
Nope.
So I think that's a smokescreen for now to what could happen. Ross Justin in chat over on Facebook said, I was at the game. Effing amazing with the 2 pick sixes. Absolutely. Ross, head over to YouTube, brother. Hit that subscribe button. Glad to have you here in the chat. He said, no one in their right mind is taking Kirk. He needs to retire on top. I agree. That may be why
I
you
did see something about that today. It was just a thing that after this season, he was going to take time to evaluate and think, which kind of hinted at him maybe retiring. But, it wasn't like I'm saying that he was going to, but it was just.
Well, if you see the Falcons cut him, it's because either the trade partners that he didn't agree with because he has the trade clause, or either it's the fact of the Falcons have said, hey, you're going to be the backup, which is obviously the fact for now. And Kirk Cousins is not comfortable with being a backup in Atlanta. So we'll see what happens. That's another topic for another night. But a lot of things could happen here in this offseason. A lot of things could happen in this season itself. Tonight, if Tampa loses, your Atlanta Falcons solely take back NFC South first place. So a big night for Falcon fans, a big day for Falcon fans, a big win for Falcon fans. So Falcon fans, stay in there, man. Keep rooting on the Cowboys for just this one night, and let's hope the dub comes for the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's run the board these next 2 games, boys.
You can do it. You can do it. Robert, give me your shout-outs for tonight before we get ready to close this thing out.
Well, shout out to the Dirty Birds for the big win today, especially the rookie quarterback, showing some poise, looking like a seasoned veteran out there. Hope this keeps up. Shout out to you guys for letting me be a part of this. It's an honor and a pleasure. Always good to talk Falcon football. Shout out to our viewers. Without you guys, none of this is possible.
Shit.
He's not even good enough to work at Whataburger. He needs to be working at some fucking, I don't know.
Oh, that was Burger King.
Oh, was it Burger King? No, he's not even good enough to work at Burger King.
Lord, no.
Golly.
Anyway, shout out to the good Lord above for giving us another day, and shout out to my family, Brianna, Peyton, Zach, and Christy. I love y'all. Rise up.
Rise up for my guy, Mr. Robert. Cody, shout outs for tonight, brother. Coming off of an amazing Falcons dub, the biggest dub of the season. Cody, shout outs for tonight, dog.
Yeah, shout out to the Dirty Birds for the way that they played today. It was good to see. It was nice not to have heart medication needed or blood pressure medication needed. But shout out to you guys coming on and talk about Dirty Bird football. Man, love coming on here and talking after a win, especially one that felt like we earned it, unlike that Raider game. But, hey, Cowboy fan for tonight, hoping that big things happen for Dallas. We be back on top, but, and then, man, I'm just so excited. I'm excited for what this team can do in the next 2 weeks, get into playoffs. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to the viewers. Keep watching. Liking, subscribing. Keep bringing people over, man.
2 new subscribers tonight, by the way, guys. Shout out to the 2 new
Shout
subscribers.
out
We
to the
appreciate y'all.
subscribers. Perfect, man. I would say we want to
Thank you all. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to give these AirPods away. I want at least 6-7 people in the drawing. That'd be great.
There's 3 right now. So
3
Falcon
right now.
fans, get somebody to
getting-
subscribe and message me, Cody, Phillip, or Robert on Facebook and let us know that you have had somebody subscribe and give us the name. So because the person you have subscribed, they're entered as well. So it's Carlos Wiggins, Sterling Woods, and Sterling Woods and Alyssa Woods. So you have 3 entries right there to have a chance to win the Apple AirPod Pros. Guys, all you have to have is one person subscribe over on YouTube to Dirty Fanatics United, and you and that person that subscribe are entered for the chance to win a free new set of Apple AirPod Pros from my guy Cody.
Yes, sir. I would say, but other than that, guys, looking forward to the next couple of weeks. Just go handle your business, Falcons. And the last thing I got is fuck you, Kyle.
Shit. Ross Justin, shout out for the subscription, brother. Added on YouTube, had my German in-laws in town. Great Christmas gift. Excited, boys. Ross, we are all excited with you, brother, and we thank you for that subscription. You don't understand how that supports the channel. We appreciate you joining over from Facebook. Glad to have you here with the DF crew, brother. Tony is in the chat. He said he could work at Popeyes. Yeah, not Popeyes. Cody, shout out
Louisiana.
Oh, say he's not tough enough to work at Popeyes because he'd have to fight there, and he can't even fight on the football field.
Golly.
So
Just saying.
You said my shout outs?
Yeah. Cody gave his. I said Cody, but I meant you.
Man, shout out to God, bro. It's been a bliss of a day, man. I can't even, say more about it. There's nothing more to be happy about. We're sitting here. We're living life right now. We're being happy, just feeling peaceful, man. Shout out to the Dirty Birds, man. They got the job done today. Shout out to, I guess Dallas, man. Come, give me this win.
Phillip, score update. Give it to me.
It's still 10-0 at the moment.
Okay.
Tampa's got the ball. But anyway, shout out to the Birds again, man. It's been a very blessed early birthday gift, man. Can't wait till Tuesday. So we're excited about that. Sadly, we got to work that day, but what it is, man. So shout out to work, I guess. But shout out to you 4, man. Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to the end of this year, man. We have 2 more games. We can get it done. We can run the board. We can do it, man. Shout out to Penix, man. I'm excited for you. I'm gonna continue to cheer you on. In my eyes right now, you're in a category right here with Matt Ryan for me. You do no wrong.
Shit.
You're right there with him. You don't do any wrong. The interception was not on you, my guy. So shout out to you. And I'm blessed. Shout out to the Dirty Birds again, man, and rise up, baby.
Say it, Phillip.
Fuck you, Kyle.
Shit. Robert, always a good thing to have my 3 co-hosts here on the podcast, man. Shout out to all 3 of you guys. Cody, Robert, Avitz, a.k.a. Phillip. He goes by Avitz more than he does his real name. So, a.k.a. Phillip over here. Shout out to all the Falcon fans that subscribe tonight. Everybody in the comment section, guys. You guys keep us rolling. You keep this podcast going. Shout out to the Falcons for the stellar dub today, man. That we talked about it all season, having that one game where Falcon fans could sit back and just know this is your game. And today was that game against, which should have been, Phillip, Cody, we talked about it before the game. This was the game the Falcons should blow out a team, and that's what happened today.
We were right, baby.
Falcons executed today nicely in all 3 aspects. Cannot be any happier as a Falcon fan today. As Phillip stated, shout out to Michael Penix Jr., brother. The future is bright in Atlanta, and I'm so ready to ride your coattail to the Super Bowl, baby. May not be this year, may not be the next, but I see it in the future. Michael Penix Jr. will be a big-time player here in Atlanta. And we have a special guest once again. Shout out to my oldest boy and my littlest boy. Blessed beyond measures, man. The last 2 years have been crazy here for me. Could not ask for anything better, man. Life couldn't be any greater. Shout out to, like I said, everybody that commented tonight, all my co-hosts here in the chat. Shout out to the wife. Shout out to the good Lord himself. And shout out to you boys for being here. As always, man, Falcon fans, we are getting ready to get out of here. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Check us out. If you're watching this after the live video, leave a comment. We will talk to you in what we call the 5th quarter here on DFU. Hit the subscribe button, leave a like. It's your boys from DFU getting ready to get up out of here. A-Town down, rise up. We out.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Yep,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Falcon fans. Much.
I swear I hope that I'm wrong, but just in case